My name is Riley Mae Hart, and I have the best shoe collection of anyone you know. Not the dressy ones that pinch your toes. I'm talking about the shoes you can do stuff in, like hike, run, jump, and play sports. I have at least 100 pairs, and they didn't cost me anything. Well, that's not exactly true. I did pay in sweat, scrapes, lots of tears, and a broken bone or two. I know, that sounds bad, but it's really not, I promise. In fact, looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. Let me explain. It all started in 2nd grade when Joey Larson told me that I couldn't play baseball with the boys on our street. Girls can't hit, or catch, or run, or slide, and they cry. I had news for Joey. I could hit, catch, run, and slide circles around him. And if those boys would have given me a chance to prove it, Joey would have been the one crying. But they never let me play. Fine. So what if I didn't play sports in the neighborhood? Instead, I signed up for sports leagues, where they have to let you play. And then, when they find out how good you are, they beg you to play. I've been begged to play on lots of teams since then. And Joey, well, he gave up sports a few years ago, and now he just plays boring video games all day long. That brings me to 7th grade and the shoe contract. My dad owns his own advertising business, and a new shoe company named Swiftriver hired him to help market a collection of athletic shoes for girls. On the last day of my summer vacation, Dad asked me to come down to his office and try some of them out. When I showed up, these guys in suits were there. They watched me try on about 8 pairs of shoes, and they wrote down everything I said about them. Of course, I said a lot of good things, because they were really awesome shoes. Cute, too. Finally, this one guy says, "Bart, that's my dad's name. Your daughter is fabulous. Why don't we use her as our spokesgirl for the shoe line?" Then he says to me, "What's your name again, sweetie?" I hate being called sweetie, but I tried to be polite. Riley Mae. The Mae comes from my dad's mom. I like to use both names because then when people hear my name, they'll know I'm a girl. The head suit guy scratched his head. The Riley Mae Sport Collection, so they'll know you're a girl. That's catchy. I say we do it, Bart. My dad looked up from the floor where he was reorganizing all the shoes I had flung around the office. Wow. I don't know. I'll have to talk with Linda. That's my mom. And I'm not sure Riley really has time to. Dad, check out these hikers. They're sparkly. I spun around in his office chair with my feet in the air. I guess that wasn't really the proper thing to do with those suit guys there, but the shoes got me all excited. Another guy spoke up. We could do all the photo shoots on weekends and during her school breaks. Tell Linda that we'll pay for you and her to come along on any of the planned trips. What could be better than going on some free vacations? The spinning made me dizzy, so I stopped. I looked at my dad, and he looked as white as a ghost. For a minute, I figured I had embarrassed him with all the spinning around. I found out later that he was just freaked out about the spokesgirl thing. It didn't sound like such a big thing to me, but I didn't realize what a spokesgirl was yet. Chapter 2. I found out later that night that being a spokesgirl for a shoe company was a big enough deal to cause a family meeting. You know, where you all sit around the dining room table and look serious. I don't know, Bart. Having Riley's picture on advertisements makes me nervous. My mom's the chief of police of Clovis, that's in California near Fresno, so she tends to be suspicious of lots of stuff. I agree. They'd probably want her to do commercials, too. Heavens, I don't want to get into all that. I hate when parents talk about you like you aren't there. Mom? Dad? Can I say something? I think it will be okay, Linda. Either you or I will be there for every shoot. And what about Riley's schoolwork? They said she could do everything on weekends and during her school breaks.